to our conversation. All right. Welcome, friends, to our quick conversation around influence and communication. Now, hopefully, this is sounding way better than the one before because I literally just did one using Ecamm and it was all choppy and so forth. And I could, when I played it back, I was horrified by the audio. So if this sounds better, awesome. If not, it shall be deleted as well. So with that being said, have you ever had this happen where maybe you meet somebody and for whatever reason you just click, like just like that, you guys become like instant friends? And then other times, perhaps not so much, that it just feels like doink, like you're just not connecting at all. Now, the challenge with this is oftentimes there's no real reason why we couldn't have turned that relationship around. And this is what sort of put me on the path of understanding and learning neurolinguistic programming and influence. I grew up, maybe you can relate to being, feeling like, well, a misfit on the island of misfit toys. Like it wasn't so much that I was on the island as much as while I was even on the island full of misfits, I still felt like I didn't fit in. So that really put me on a path to understand people, to understand, because I love people and I'm sure you do too. If you're watching this now, it's because you are that kind of person who just loves people, who's even on a path for something even bigger, even greater, that you know you have a purpose or you're looking for that purpose and you want to add value and have a huge impact and really create a level of fulfillment that creates freedom, not the other way around. Here's what's interesting. When we create a life of fulfillment, we are ultimately free. But other times people say, well, once I'm financially free, then I'll experience fulfillment. Once I'm in that that relationship, then I'll experience fulfillment. Well, it's really the other way around. We need to create that fulfillment, that ownership of everything that we have available now to us, and then we will show up more effectively. Now, I'm getting in a little deep into some ideas here, but I just wanted to share with you where some of the energy of this path that I've been on came from, so you understand why this is so powerful, because it shows up in every area of life, doesn't it? Right? How you do anything is how you do everything. So what happens is if you and I are struggling with communicating and influencing, we are not going to be experiencing the results of powerful communication and influence. That being said, where else is influence important? Well, everywhere, right? Not only in our business as we're looking to grow our business in some form of sales or marketing and influencing people to take action. It's also in our personal lives, whether we have children or in a relationship, we want to go out and network, make friends, find business partners, JV partners. Our ability to influence and communicate is paramount to our success, isn't it? Think about it. Whenever you and I have had a successful conversation around business, it's because we were able to communicate and influence ourselves and the person we were communicating with. So, that being said, if we can get on page with that and say, you know what? That's true. Communication and influence is vital for our success. Then the answer is, well, how could I master this? How could I learn more about communicating and influencing more effectively? Maybe you are curious about NLP or neuro linguistic programming, which is simply a tool for you and I to use to grow our communication toolbox. It's really just language for what we're already doing. So at Masters of Influence in February here, the link should be in the description. We're going to dive deep into influence and communication. We're going to give you some high-level NLP tools. We'll be doing some exercises that will have positive outcomes in your ability to influence both in person and on social media. If you're watching this on social media, you obviously understand and value the communication opportunities that live within this this frame. So we're going to dive deep into how to communicate and influence more effectively on social media, and you will be getting results that weekend. So not only are you going to be building personal and professional relationships in person at the event in Orlando, you will also be doing it online. How amazing is that? Walter Amarillo shall be sharing some of his tips on that, while I'll be sharing with you some influence tips on how to master your God given, creator given, universe provided body, mind, and beyond, so that you can communicate and influence more effectively. And Walter is going to give you some great tips and how to use these energies that we're going to talk about, these skills that you're going to hone and master at the event. And then we have a very special surprise as well. Dr. Terry Wager will be sharing some fun and exemplifying the power of our other than conscious mind. Suffice it to say, this weekend will be amazing. February 4th through 6th in Orlando, Florida. So for those of our friends in the colder regions, now is a great time to come on down to South Florida, where you can get your freedom on. You can go outside and not freeze, not be shoveling snow. We've got a lot of surprises prepared, and we are so excited to support you and share our growth together on our mission to help create an extraordinary life for each and every one of us. So with that being said, we will see you at the event. Or if you have any questions, go ahead. I will have added Darina and Walter to this, I'm sure, and Terry. If you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to any one of us, and we'd be happy to answer any of your queries. So with that being said, I love you for who you are and who you aren't. God bless. We'll see you soon.